Right, what is going on? Let me get Tabmock queued up. I am Fatal K joining you. And of course, we have Tabmock99 in the house. What is going on, buddy?
Hey, thank you for doing another episode. Thank you to everybody in the chat for being here. Welcome to the next episode of the Mortal Kombat Online
Oh yeah, this
live
is this
stream.
is definitely a lot of fun, and I know that we've got some really cool things to talk about. But I guess I'll let you kind of lead things off, if you will, with what we want to discuss. Of course, E3 this year, to catch everybody up who may not know. I think everybody kind of knows. There was no announcement whatsoever of another NetherRealm game. What's up with that?
Yeah, I guess that's the thing. A lot of fans are feeling disappointed. It's just one of those things that if we're honest, and I think we are, that's one of the reasons that Mortal Kombat Online is one of the most trusted names in the Mortal Kombat news community. Nobody knew for sure, one way or the other, what's going to happen. So we made the decision as a group, you know what? Let's stream the Sony press event because historically, when the Mortal Kombat game or any NetherRealm game is announced, that's where it happens. So we decided, hey, let's go ahead and live stream this just in case it happens. Let's be there. Let's do it. Let's be on top of it. And
Didn't happen. Did not.
So,
but ironically, you know who else was kind of expected to make a game and with their dev cycle that was expected to make an announcement?
Yes, I do know. Is it Bebop?
No, it's Rocksteady Games, which is another
so close.
Warner Brothers owned entity, right?
Yeah, it's another Warner Brothers owns that publishing studio as well. So that would be, it's interesting that they both kind of deal with some of the same properties, and they both kind of make video game adaptations of some of the same characters.
They've got some ties. Yeah.
So it makes you wonder what's going on. I guess they're taking their time with this one. They want to make sure they get it right, whatever they've got planned. So,
yeah,
there's that.
It's going to be interesting. There's all sorts of theories going on out there. I really think it's the Grid 2. No, I'm kidding. Kind of. I don't know. We don't know.
We get into these theories, these half-baked theories. That's not what we want to do here.
Because we are the most trusted news source for Mortal Kombat for 20 years. Going on.
Yes, exactly. In fact, do you have our Facebook profile ready to go?
Oh, you mean the... Yeah. Let me get this loaded up here. And let's get this started up so we can get to the proper topics of conversation here.
Right. Well, you've got it ahead of me, so I'm on a bit of a lag here. So I'll let you do the reading when it's up.
Yeah, I was really kind of bummed about the
MK11. I mean, you know what? It's one of those things that it'll happen when it happens, right? They'll announce it when they announce it. They'll release it when they release it. And until then, there's so many other things to do.
Yeah, there is.
You know what I mean? Respond to one of the chats, though, while we get the Facebook profile loaded. One of the users, Genku, says, also, Mortal Kombat Online has a Discord? Yeah, Osaka Kingu also. Wait, they have Discord? This is a thing, guys. If you go to the Mortal Kombat Online homepage, you'll see on the social media bar that recently new links have been added for some of our social media accounts. So there is a Discord, there is a Twitch, and amazingly, the Discord is connected to IRC. Now, this is absolutely insane, but one of our staff members, Dark Bishop, who is like a computer genius, he set up a bot that interacts the IRC and the Discord with each other. So everything that happens in IRC, the Discord users see. Everything that happens in Discord, the IRC users see. It's absolutely amazing. And I will get that link in the chat. I see people are asking about it.
Definitely cool for sure. And I know we've got other fans asking some interesting stuff, and we're live on Facebook as well. You want to talk about how we kind of integrated that and how we're doing that?
Yes. How's that possible? How did you do such a thing? Fatal Cade. You have to explain this for me because I don't get it.
It's just a lot of kind of back networking things to get to stream at the same time, but it is cool, and we're able to do it. We're allowed to do it because we're not we're not officially, hopefully very soon. I think we've met the three hardest qualifications, so we're literally one qualification away. Just a few more streams, and then I think we should be set to go, which is definitely exciting stuff for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So, it's interesting when you look at how much the web has evolved. Mortal Kombat Online started out 20 years ago as mk5.org, just a fan site, just a website, text and images, and that was pretty much it. And if you look at how much the internet's changed, now we've got a YouTube channel, we've got a Twitch channel, we've got a Discord, we've got just so many things, and everything's sort of linked up now, with our Facebook and everything, which I see now is ready in the chat. Yeah, so let me go ahead and read along here. If you look at the Facebook profile, guys, I don't know how easy that is to see in the chat, but it says about Mortal Kombat Online. Mortal Kombat Online provides exclusive updates, the latest information, detailed articles, and community discussion. The most trusted name in Mortal Kombat for 20 years. The most. So that's one of those things that this has been going on for 20 years now. It just seems like it was only last year that we were doing the 25-year anniversary of Mortal Kombat. But Mortal Kombat Online's been around for all but 5 of those years. Maybe 6. But it's just, that's mind-boggling. And technically the anniversary isn't going to be until December. That was actually Mortal Kombat Online's anniversary is on Christmas Day. So it will be 20 years by December. But that is absolutely mind-boggling just how long we've been doing this. And, guys, that experience, that the years that we've all put in doing the hard work that goes into MK Online, that's sort of what builds trust in the community, not just among other people, not just among the Mortal Kombat fans, who, of course, when they see Mortal Kombat news on MK Online, they know they can take that, they can trust that, You'll see a lot of clickbait out there that says, Mortal Kombat 11, 100% confirmed at E3? Question
And then they
mark?
don't even talk about the title in the video. Like, they don't even talk about it.
I mean, look, honestly, I just filter all that stuff out. When I was younger, the rumors and the fake stuff, that was exciting. But as I got older, as I matured, my tastes have evolved. And I like serious, legitimate, hard-hitting news. That's what we do here at MK Online. That's what we've done for 20 years now on the website, and that's what we're continuing to do here on the Twitch. So whenever there's a story,
shout out to Aaron Blacks 0604 for following us. That's always a fun character in MKX, Aaron Black. But no, it's definitely a lot of truth to that. And then to get us to our next point here, let's take a look here. You wanted to talk about the Mortal Kombat 2, continue screen. And I think there's a valid reason why you want to discuss this.
Okay. Oh my gosh. So much goes into this. Last week we talked about this. There was an interview that Mortal Kombat Online did with the co-creator John Tobias about a dragon statue owned by Ken Fedesma. And I don't know if it's appropriate to call it a statue or a figurine or what you want to call it. But that led to other discussions where then Luke came on, Total MK. He was on our stream last week. He was our special guest. And he talked about this dragon and this continue screen, right? Yeah, and actually, you know what? He kind of continued. He built sort of off of our live stream, and he continued on Twitter. So if you can load up the next picture here. Yeah, you'll see that a screenshot of Total MK's tweet. This image is of the actual dragon pin that was digitized and used in the Mortal Kombat 2 continue screen. And he says that he downloaded this picture July 27th, 2000. That is 18 years ago. He saw this random dragon pin posted for sale on eBay, and he downloaded the picture to his hard drive, and he waited 18 years, and then he just started sharing it. And he told me about this story before, too. He told me that he saw this pin for sale, and he saved the image, and he didn't get it, and he really regretted it because, as John Vogel would confirm, that is actually the real pin that
but
they
there's something
use for
special,
MK2.
right? Like, people can actually still get this thing, right?
Well, I wasn't really 100% sure, but thanks to social media, I have gotten confirmation that yes, these things are actually for sale. You can actually go out and get one. So I got to give a shout out to Matt Higgins over there, or Guns as he likes to go by. He found the link on Etsy and he linked to the artist's profile. And yeah, now anybody who actually wants that MK2 Dragon can go online and just order one from Etsy.
How expensive are they? Do we know?
They go from like 20 to 40, depending on if you want a bronze one or a silver one. I'd rather have the silver one because that looks more like the authentic one used in Mortal Kombat 2. But the fact that there's more to choose from, that's, you know, so awesome. You can have them both.
Like,
why not,
gems
right?
like this that we find that were assets in the game, and now people can actually go out and buy these things. It's just insane.
Yeah, and, you know, the Mortal Kombat fans are intense in their devotion. Like, if anyone's been following these conversations, you might have noticed that we have the Buddha statue that was filmed in Mortal Kombat 1 that was originally one of John Vogel's neighbors, had like the Buddha lawn ornament. Yeah. So we managed to track that down. There's the Mortal Kombat 2 Johnny Cage jacket. We managed to find another one of those that's available. Well, yeah, we found one, and we made sure that Danny was able to get one, and I think Galloping Ghost Arcade was instrumental in that search as well. And what else? I mean, off the top of my head, I think, you know, not too long ago, I found the picture of Earth that NASA used, like the satellite photo that NASA used, which some people are calling the blue marble, but that's actually a different photo. But anyway, we found the exact picture of Earth that was used in Mortal Kombat 3 for Smoke's fatality when he blows it up. So it's just like we are fanatical about finding every last asset that's been used in the games, and there's still a hunt for more, you know, where people are still looking for more, like assets that Josh Sway posted. People are going to try and find a website or an artist account on Etsy or someplace like that where they can track down these dragon pendants. So absolutely insane what these fans are doing, and I love it. And I'm right there with them. I'm right there in the trenches trying to hunt this stuff down.
Because I think a lot of this stuff is going to be maybe even stuff we have never seen before. I think is going to be shown in his documentary, Insert Coin.
Yes. Okay, so for those who don't know, Insert Coin is an upcoming documentary by Josh Sway, who worked on many of the Mortal Kombat games. He was the face of Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat 2. He was the face of Liu Kang in Mortal Kombat 4. But Mortal Kombat Mythologies is his main claim to fame, right? Like, he did a lot of the levels in that game, and he shot all the cinematography because that's kind of his thing is movie making. And he's bringing his craft to a documentary about the rise and fall of Midway Games. So this is going to be a really fun thing for Mortal Kombat fans to get. In fact, any fans of any Midway games, really.
I think we're allowed to plug them, right? Why not? I think you can find them on Kickstarter. Just search for Insert Coin documentary on Google, and it should pop right up. And of course, Insert Coin Doc on Twitter. I mean, it's just crazy to see the stuff that he keeps rolling out with. It's a lot of fun. And if you haven't gotten the chance to back that, you need to. And if you can't find a way to do it, you should just contact Josh. He's really reachable on Twitter, and just be like, hey, I want to back this. What can I do? But you definitely want to be a part of it.
And every time he goes to a new convention or something, and they roll a new like exclusive clip that's never been seen before, it's always the coolest stuff. He gets just the most amazing stories captured on camera. So yeah, I don't know how he does it, but he showed it
at GDC Film Festival. Ed Boon went there and watched the documentary. Like, it's crazy. You know, that's in San Francisco. It's a huge convention, and you know, he got to show it off there, and it's awesome to see, you know, all of this behind the scenes stuff, but more importantly, to get all the fans of the 90s Midway to you know, back that. It's awesome. It's definitely awesome.
You know what?
Yep.
Do me a favor and cue up the next picture, because I want to share this with you guys. people have already ordered the dragon. Now, I ordered mine the second Guns told me about it. Like, I didn't waste any time. The second that happened, boom. I just went on, I clicked on the account, I ordered it right away, didn't even think about it. But I didn't get mine in the mail yet, and other people did. They ordered the exact same time as me. They got theirs first. That's what I get for living in the very, very tip of the country like that. Well, that is a picture that one of our users, Horong, sent me, Horong13. So that is his dragon pin, and you can compare that to the game over screen.
That is the one.
That is the one, and this is a better shot than the one that Total MK managed to download 18 years ago off of eBay. You know, technology has progressed. We can take better pictures with our phones now. So you can get a good look at it, and you can be like, yeah, that is the one from the game over screen. It's like you have a game over in your hands, guys. How cool is that?
Sounds kind of deep when you think about it. But no, yeah, that's cool. I'm definitely going to get one. I believe Combat King asked if we're going to actually wear it. I would wear mine. Absolutely.
Yeah. In fact, I didn't just stop at the ring. I also got the necklace because I found out this exact dragon is on a necklace too. So, yeah. So I don't know what's going to be better, but I got them both because it's like, why not? You know? And you know what? I was saying before how fanatical the fans are about like tracking down every last thing. I've got another one for you. If you can cue up the next picture. You know what? Before we show it, we should actually do the Mortal Kombat Online post of the week, right? Right? So this is about a new user. Wait, you'll notice that it was bent in shipping. Oh, that sucks.
But it's still
really
there. I mean, you still have it in your hands. You know what I mean? So, you know, if you work with it a little bit, you could unbend it because it looks like it's metal, right? But, you know, it's still definitely cool to see it.
Listen, I know a little bit about air bending. I know people who are into water bending, fire bending, earth bending, but that metal bending stuff, that is tricky. That's much more difficult to find someone who's capable of doing metal bending. But enough Avatar humor here. We were going to do the MK Online post of the week, and usually I read this, but I thought maybe you might want a chance to do it. This is actually from a new user, somebody who found out about the site.
Yeah,
I think
actually, Lone Wolf,
from our Twitch stream.
is
that
actually
right?
a good friend of mine. He is a super good guy, and has all sorts of cool stuff going on. And so I'm ecstatic to see him posting on our forum here. This is excellent. So this goes out from Lone Wolf, and he says, "Hey, MK fans, I was watching Tabmock99's video on animalities, and he mentioned that John Vogel said that a T-Rex toy was used for Stryker's animality in Mortal Kombat 3, and after extensive searching, I came across this toy, which he posted the link to. And he says, I compared it with this sprite from MK3, courtesy of Mortal Kombat Warehouse. Of course, thanks to Murdoick for the amazing site, which Mortal Kombat Warehouse is the bomb. He goes, it appears to be the same model as the toy I found. Tabmock99 saw my discovery and tweeted it, and Richard DeVizio mentioned he had the same toy as well as another T-Rex toy. Well, I hope you all find this very informative, and thank you so much for taking time to read this. Love and respect. Brian Lone Wolf Buchanan. That guy is awesome, and that is some extensive searching. So this is actually really cool because I didn't even actually know this myself, but I actually have that same Jurassic Park T-Rex toy. I believe it's... I do! I don't have it here.
What?
It's in storage at my mom and dad's house, a whole 2 states away.
Okay, what is with people keeping their stuff in storage at their mom and dad's house? You gotta get this T-Rex toy, man.
One thing I love besides Mortal Kombat, I think you know this, Justin, but I am a big Jurassic Park fan. Huge, just as much as Mortal Kombat. So I've got like an entire collection of the old Jurassic Park toys. Like just in a big, like 4 big boxes in storage at my mom and dad's house, and they just sat there. They're probably worth some serious money now, but I do have that T-Rex. I was like, I have it, you know, and...
I will say this, and if you could cue up the next picture, because we actually have a side-by-side ready.
It is.
Jurassic Park is frightening in the dark. All the dinosaurs are running wild. It's crazy. Absolutely. So, guys, check out this side-by-side going on here. On the left hand, you can see the animality from Mortal Kombat 3. You can see the T-Rex, which is Stryker, of course, about to eat Kano. And on the right, you can see the image from, what is that, jptoys.com. And if you maximize this, if you're viewing this full screen, guys, that is it. I know the angle might be a little off, but if you look at the patterns of where the stripes are, if you look at the coloring around the eye socket, the size and the shape of the teeth, all the proportions from the front legs and the little arms, like everything is spot on.
Yeah, that's the battle damaged edition of the T-Rex.
Plate, right?
So with these versions of the dinosaurs, they had like a rubber skin. You could pull that off and it would look like they were attacked by another dino. So you can even see that removable plate like right in the same area. It's absolutely the same.
Yeah, definitely. And, I never noticed that detail on the Sprite before. But now that I'm looking at it side by side with the actual toy, it's like, oh, wow, that is it. So, that's why we chose Lone Wolf Productions Post as the Post of the Week, because that's an incredible find. How many of these finds are left, do you think?
Man.
Like, how much stuff like this is out there still?
I remember John telling us about the Versus screen in Mortal Kombat 1. How it was like the medallion was some kind of like a firefighter toy badge or something. I don't know. And he digitized that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's all coming back to me. But I don't know if that was meant for
I'm sure that's not a big deal. I mean,
we might want to keep
really
some of these conversations
behind it. But I mean, they digitized everything back then. You know what I mean? I mean, it was a digitization frenzy. So I think that back then the technology, digitization of characters and images was such a new kind of it thing, and Midway was the pioneer behind all of that they were like digitizing this or that or this or that because that was the hot new thing. So
and if you look at the way most games were done at the time, it was all done with two-dimensional artists, right? People would hand draw assets for most games. If you look at how games are done now, everything is in 3D. Everybody is rendering something with like Maya or
ZBrush.
What was the other one that you were telling me about? Was it ZBrush? Yes, yeah. So everyone's creating all these assets in 3D, so it's up to the artists to make up whatever they want. But back in the first couple Mortal Kombat games, they just took real footage and they just kind of threw it into the game. So if it's a building over there, or a statue over here, or a toy from here, or some animals from over there, they just got whatever they could and just kind of ripped it right into the game. So for us as Mortal Kombat fans, finding out what assets they use.
It's kind of like
it's just a lot of fun.
Like an Easter egg hunt, So it's definitely a lot of fun.
Yeah, totally.
But that's the one. That's the.
And this is both just since the last live stream. This is that people found the ring for sale and people found the T-Rex toy for sale. Like the Mortal Kombat Online users who are like keeping up with this stuff and contributing their findings. This is a great community, guys. I love the Mortal Kombat community. Stuff like this is exactly why. This is what gets me pumped. Oh, and check this out. A very important person actually got in and responded to this thread. So if you can queue up the next thing, we've got a screenshot of that ready to go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, guys. So this is a screenshot of the YouTube comment that Lone Wolf Productions originally left for me on my Animality video. He says the Jurassic Park toy that John Bogo used for Stryker's Animality is the young T-Rex toy from 1993, which can be seen here. So this is not to be confused with the adult T-Rex.
Yeah,
and it's released by Kenner, by the way.
Scope. I do not have that one, but I definitely have this one.
And you can tell that the proportions are wrong.
Right,
if you look at the adult one, you can say, yeah, that's not the one used here. So Richard DeVigio actually responded to that. Like, this caught his attention. I guess you could say, since he's Kano, this caught his eye.
Full of the puns today again, I see.
Yeah, that's never going to stop. That's just never going to go away. So if you tune into the MK Online streams, or if you tune into Tabmock99 channel on YouTube, you'll probably have figured that out about me by now. But anyway, Richard says, I still have mine and the original T-Rex from Kenner, and it still roars. 1993.
I think it was
so look at that.
I don't think it was like a
even know that
vocal
they
roar,
roared.
like an audio thing. I think it was you could like squeeze its neck and its jaw was designed to open or something like that. I think that's what he means. Right, the adult T-Rex
okay, so
had
it's
the
not
roar,
like an
but
audible
the
thing.
T-Rex toy did not. See, I'm such a Jurassic Park nerd. I know this stuff.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah, well, that's actually really important information, because how many Mortal Kombat nerds would know this stuff for this stream, huh? You know, having like the actual, man, it's just knowing all this extra details that you can provide. That really helps. So we've got a question from somebody in the stream. Osaka Kingu says, I've always wondered where they got the helmets for Sector, Cabal, and Shao Kahn's helmet. Now, I will tell you this. I know that the designer for Shao Kahn's helmet is a guy named Mark Runyon. Yeah, I don't have an image of him queued up for the chat or anything, but there are photos of him out there, you know, next to Brian Glynn, of course, the actor who played Shao Kahn in Mortal Kombat 2 and 3. So I think Sector's and Cabal's costumes were built specifically for the games. I know Shao Kahn's was
if I recall, too, that those were made specifically, like, for the game. Like, those were handmade things, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And so Genku was asking, weren't the Cyborg helmets just customized motorcycle helmets? I think that's probably, they probably did use pieces of motorcycle helmets for sure. I know for Mortal Kombat 2, at least for like the loading screens, like the big, like the bio and the ending, they used a paintball mask for the male ninjas. But they couldn't do that in the regular fighting sequences.
Can you imagine?
Because the mask kept wanting to fall off.
I wish we could someday like see the full footage of MK3. You know, like just and really honestly MK2.
Yeah.
You know, I think Philip On had shown some footage of them like doing the falling animation from the pit in Mortal Kombat 2, and really what they're doing is sitting on a chair and going ah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But you know what? The way they film it, I mean, the way the graphic artist mixed it with the pit getting closer and closer to the camera like that, it really works.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, look, the way they do that stuff, when you look at the final product, you would never imagine. You know what I mean? Like when they do a jump kick, it just looks like he's doing a jump kick, you know? You'd never know that he's actually on a stool, like on a bar, like a step ladder, basically, right? Holding a pose. Yeah, it's crazy the way they filmed it, and then how it actually looks in the final product. If you weren't there to watch the filming behind the scenes, you'd never imagine all the work that goes into it.
You know, Dan and Rich and all those guys. It's like, geez Louise, you guys got put through the friggin' ringer, you know? Especially when they tried to figure this thing out for the very first game. It's just insane the amount of work these guys went through to make this magic happen, really.
For real, it is. So I think we have a game that we want to show off tonight, right? And it's a fan creation. Yeah, it's not an official arcade game. This is a Mugen game, isn't it?
I found, and I think this one was made by, correct me if I'm wrong, I think this was made by somebody in Argentina? Maybe? MK Project, yes.
Are you talking about MK Project? There's a team of people, but I want to say that the creator was Ratan Mallow. And I want to say that translates to Bad Mouse. Yeah, but you know, I'm going years back to when I was playing MK Project. I love the fan projects. You know, I've been involved in a couple of fan projects myself, so I love that stuff. I haven't played every single fan project ever made, I wish I could say I have, but MK
do.
Project is really a good one. So, oh, you have it loaded already, don't you? And there's the Game Over Dragons, which I already ordered mine, and I already ordered my T-Rex toy. So I've got both of these things coming to me. I'm excited to expand my collection. But in the meantime,
so
I'll just have to settle for looking at your Game Over screen right here.
I'm going to just try to turn down the volume just a little bit here. Yeah, I believe he is. I believe all the MK
You have to tell me,
characters
is
are.
Stryker in this one? Well, in celebration of some of the events from the past
Oh, you know
week,
what?
maybe you can be
I don't
Stryker
know if
and
the
do an animality
buttons,
for
I
us.
think they're similar on here. Maybe we can have the chat room help us out with some of the inputs for this. Yeah, maybe.
Oh, yeah, like maybe somebody could Google it. It's not easy because it's like, well, what game are you playing? MK Project?
on Mugen. Oh, jeez. Kano's.
So people are asking about a Shao Kahn helmet. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna have to get something
so
for
brutal.
this.
Look, his rib cage is opened up. Oh, like it actually opened up his rib cage in this game. Like there's so many details that were just added in this version. It's just so nicely done. So let's go ahead and pick Stryker. So the comboing system in this game is like through the roof crazy. And I'm just really struggling right now. Oh wow, they even redid. Oh.
Wins. Round fight.
Oh, getting my butt kicked here, guys. Stryker's usually my boy in Mortal Kombat 3, for sure. Oh, there you you got the Shao Kahn helmet! Tabmok, what's going on?
Well, it's been damaged in a few battles. You know, Rico was trying to fight me for control of this helmet, and kind of got a tug of war here.
Look at this.
It happens. But, as people were saying, the helmet from Mortal Kombat 2 is a little bit better quality than the one from Mortal Kombat 9. That's the one people really want. I saw somebody in the chat talking about having an artist custom make him a Shao Kahn helmet. And you know what? Somebody made a birthday cake shaped like Shao Kahn's helmet. That was at Kombat Con. So if somebody can do that, then I'm sure they could do a real helmet for you.
Absolutely.
Just got to be on the lookout, man.
I forgot how hard this game actually gets. It's a lot of fun. It's obviously a free-to-play game, and it's really well made.
Wait a minute. Somebody, Outworld.
Oh.
Outworld found the new champ badge
too.
for sale. Guys, I love this community. I can't believe it sometimes. This community is too good to be true. This is
Oh, you know what it is.
this is what's up. If this is for real. Oh my freaking gosh. Well, I just don't know what to say.
Let's try simultaneous. I'll go with Johnny Cage and Stryker.
Outworld, you did it, dude. I don't know how. This community is great, man. You see how everybody finds their thing? Look, I always find the MK3 assets, right? I found most of the animalities. I found the planet Earth. But everybody else is always finding the Mortal Kombat 1 and Mortal Kombat 2 stuff. I want to get in on that.
Look how cool this
Oh,
looks.
man.
This is like, it's not tag, it's like literally 2-on-2. Can you imagine how cool this would be if they actually did something like this?
Round 2. Fight.
Well, yeah, and I've played this. It's difficult
It takes a little bit of practice, but when you get it
around
down,
the
it's so
mechanics
much
of this.
fun.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure there's some high-level players who could really figure out some exploits. You know, we probably haven't discovered them. I was doing some crazy things with Sub-Zero where, you know, if my teammate is getting his butt kicked, I just freeze his opponent. Then there's no way they can block it because they're in the middle of doing a hit on him. Like, it just gets crazy, the things you're capable of doing in 2-on-2 like this.
You have to really, like, watch your back, too. You know what I mean? It's like Mortal Kombat meets Double Dragon. That's kind of a good way to put it, right?
Combat King, the Combat King says he'll find the MK4 assets. Oh, and I think you know, guys, for those who don't understand jokes, nothing makes a joke better than having it explained for you. So, I think everybody here knows that by the time of Mortal Kombat 4, the games went 3D, there are no digitized assets at that point.
This is...
Round 1.
This current level I'm
What is
actually
this
on
guy,
right now,
Tanya?
I know there's a lag with you watching, but this current background is actually from Deception.
Oh, okay. I'm still seeing the Lin Kuei background from Mortal Kombat X. Which I absolutely love this.
I believe she
I want to
does.
see some of Tanya's moves. Does she have her boomerang in this?
Yeah.
Looks like you're in Raiden's
Then I
Sky
just
Temple
moved
now,
on
so I
already.
think I finally
wish there
caught
were
up with you.
fatalities in this. Like, for the team mode. Can you imagine team fatalities? Like, that would be so cool if somebody could do something like that in Mugen. That'd be next level. I don't know, I think the MK Project guys could definitely do that.
Yeah. Alright, I'm just going to show off this link that Outworld sent me. I'm just going to hold up my phone to the chat. I hope this is displaying properly. But I'm looking at this MK1 ribbon and this firefighter badges.
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah, that is absolutely it. Guys, I want to buy one. If you can link me to a product that's for sale, let me know. I will definitely pick up one of those badges. I'm just shocked at how much more,
That's awesome.
how
It's
many
really
more
just
things
so
are going to
cool.
keep coming out. This is crazy.
It's so great. In this version, Johnny Cage from Trilogy can actually do his nut punch, which is a nice touch as well. It's nuts!
It's just nuts. It's nuts. Yeah. No, but guys, like for real, what they had to do to make MK Trilogy Johnny Cage, they had to do a lot of sprite manipulation. Not just to make a character do the splits who was never filmed doing
Right,
the
like that
splits,
one.
but also the character's reactions, right? Because Stryker never posed for getting hit by the nut punch, right? Sector never posed, Nightwolf never posed, but none of the MK3 characters did. So they don't just have to give the move to Johnny, they also have to have every other character getting hit by it. So, man, I don't know. Hey, and guys, sorry if there's a lag on some of the audio. It gets crazy with all the things we're doing, but bear with us and be patient. It is a cool game. You can just take our word for it. You can look
Yeah,
at
it's
it and you can
definitely
see
a
how
lot of
awesome
fun.
this game is.
I'd like to see it go online, too. If they could make this online playable and you could do, like, me and you on a team against, like, Total MK and Outworld, that would be insane. I mean, Total MK and Outworld would probably always win because Outworld's got, like, world records for speedrunning. He's just a beast.
You know, yeah, he speed runs like Mortal Kombat 2. I think he's holding the record for 2 and 1 right now. And I've also seen him speed run mythologies. Like, there's just so many accomplishments that guy is. Outworld, I'm so glad you're in the chat, dude. Like you've done so many amazing high-level play stuff in the Mortal Kombat games that now we can't even play them anymore. We have to like switch to Mugen stuff because of you.
Really
Thanks
cool
a lot.
to see this community and see everything they've done. You know, I mean, this is just such a fun community to be a part of. It really is. Hey, my computer player won.
Alright, I didn't know that was to me. That comment about Googling literal dumpster fire. I do, like Patrick, like the Combat King says, all I find is a bunch of political stuff. But but you know, I'm gonna go back and do a Google image search. Maybe I'll have better results
I'm
there.
against Fujin and Dramen right now.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, man, it's just amazing to be able to have access to characters like that in the two-dimensional Mortal Kombat game. Who would have thought? You know, the backgrounds, the characters, they pull from so much of Mortal Kombat's rich 25-year history. Alright, I really want that firefighter badge now. I'm doing an image search right now. No, nothing. Nothing. Well, listen, my Google skills,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure are okay. Are we still up in the chat? We're still streaming and nothing crashed, right?
So far, yeah.
Good. This has been a really smooth stream, man. I really like this.
It's making everything go a lot easier. I know the last couple streams has been so much assets and stuff running.
Yeah,
and
that's
I think
what we're using.
upgrading the RAM definitely helped on my computer as well, which I'm glad I finally did. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man, this is one of those things. I think the new setup, the new software that we're using to run the assets, to carry them over into the stream, I think it's working out great. Guys, so I just got to give a huge heads up, shout out to Guns for finding the ring. Horong also independently found the ring, besides Guns, I believe, or he saw Guns' post and shared it with me, I'm not sure. But both of you guys, I'll give you a shout out. Lone Wolf Productions for finding that T-Rex toy. And then Outworld for finding that medal, the firefighters thing, right here on stream with us live. Like just searching for us and getting it to us. So thank you very much. All of you guys. Huge shout out.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite things about the community, the way everybody gets in on this and finds stuff in the game. And you see a couple other people having some success and then you join in with them. It's a lot of fun stuff.
So
a lot
crazy.
of fun stuff.
It's a lot
Good
of
work,
fun,
team.
Oh, I'm getting beat up. Oh. Alright, here we go.
Alright, you got this.
Oh, it's getting tough. It's like 2-on-1 here. Oh, I couldn't do it. Yeah.
When your partner dies,
It gets
things
difficult
get
for
hard.
sure.
It's just like in real life.
Pick Sonya as my partner here. Classic MKX tag team here.
I think there's a lot of people who would like to pick Sonya as their partner.
There we go. Jeez Louise, I'm getting murked. That was terrible. Oh, this game is so fun. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can tell there's people in the chat who are familiar with this.
Yeah, he
Headlock
I believe
Gaming.
he was part of the
He knows
MK
what's up
Online
with this
community
sport.
back in the day, from what it sounds like in the Facebook chat. Maybe it is Phoenix.
Oh,
maybe it is.
I thought
don't know.
that was Phoenix. Phoenix Winter. You know, there's.
Oh yeah.
You have to tell me when do we want to start doing the MK trivia game?
Here.
Because. Yeah. I thought of a thing that we're gonna do to give people 2 chances
Yeah,
for a
let's
spin
see
instead of
here.
just 1, like a way they can actually earn a second spin.
All right.
So before we start it, let me just go over the new rule here. All right, guys. So if you sign in to Mortal Kombat Online at the start of the trivia, like if you go to your browser and you go to MortalKombatOnline.com and you're logged in on your account, you will get a second spin. You'll get 2 spins if you win.
I think that's a
first
great
or
rule.
second place.
I
think that's a good rule. What do you think? Okay, so like normally, right, up till now, if you win trivia, you get a spin. And if you win the spin, you get the prize. But you only get 1 spin. Now, if you're signed in from the beginning of trivia,
Yeah, absolutely.
now you get a second free spin if you win. I think that's a pretty good deal.
So we're going to go ahead and do trivia, and we'll get that party started. And we're going to go ahead and get that
Okay,
started as you
excellent.
can hear by the music. Oh, yes. That's our official trivia bot.
Love that song, dude.
As we get ready to rock and roll, here we go.
So I see there's a discussion here on magic versus sorcery. So does anybody know the
I would.
actual difference between magic and sorcery? Would you like to know? Me too, man. I'm wondering about that myself.
All right, we're going to continue on.
And there's witchcraft, right? There's alchemy, all kinds of interesting stuff.
All right. Super.
Ooh, wow. Some people know the super rare trivia. Super obscure Mortal Kombat questions. I see Phoenix Warrior has already signed on to MortalKombatOnline.com. I see Orong has already signed on to MortalKombatOnline.com. Good
I
stuff.
want to be my partner. Chameleon. You just did a video about Chameleon. That's fitting. And look at this Chameleon edit. Like, this sprite is for Chameleon so
That's
off the
right.
charts cool.
You know, I kind of avoided all the fan stuff in that Chameleon video, but this is a good one right here. I gotta give them props. I basically was just keeping it to the official, anything from Midway, anything from NetherRealm, that's pretty much it.
Whew.
Bloody Monday.
We got a lot of,
I love seeing the guesses too. Like half of the fun of the trivia is seeing who's got the right answers and also what guesses people come up with.
oh, holy smokes.
Yeah, some of the effects in this Mugen game
Boy, isn't that the truth.
are kind of
Yeah.
actually an improvement on what was in Mortal Kombat 3, right? I mean, I guess computers are more capable now than they were back then, so they can do some fancy looking things. Yeah, that was definitely a question for Outworld. Outworld is so good at the game. He's always doing these speed runs, but another thing he's always doing is glitching out the games. He's making them do things they were not intended to do.
Yeah.
So I knew that if anyone was going to get that red shadow kick question, it would be him.
You know, if we really want to get hardcore, maybe sometime we should have Outworld add some questions to the trivia bot with how to do glitches and stuff. You know what I mean? That would really turn it up a notch. Those would be some really difficult
Oh,
questions.
yeah.
I'm sure he's got some good ones. Maybe we can get him to do that.
And I know one of the things that sucks for right now is lag. Remember, guys, once we obtain affiliate status,
You mean the
The
lag
connection
between
will be
the, Twitch
improved.
chat bot and everything? Right.
Well, I don't know. Just the overall effect, the overall lag should be reduced. I don't know exactly what step of the way that the lag is occurring. I don't know where the bottleneck is, but whatever it is, I know that for affiliates they do
streams, right?
give extra bandwidth they provide them with, so that will help.
I think that's all we have to hit left is just time streamed. So we're pretty much already to affiliate status. Like, it's just, and then after that we just gotta take the time to get approved, which is what it is.
Yeah. Great. Is extremely supportive. We come in here, we play Mortal Kombat, we talk Mortal Kombat. I think on a deeper level than you'll get from most other streams. Is that fair to say? And guys, if you've been following Mortal Kombat Online, you know that we have had in the past, and we still try to maintain a pretty good working relationship with the developers. In fact, if Fatalcade, you're going to see some of them tomorrow, right? Just very casually, not in the official capacity, just kind of hanging out. Yeah, that's like amazing. So to be able to talk to you and just kind of see how everyone's doing in their personal life without necessarily talking shop,
like really good friends.
That's pretty cool that you have that relationship.
I actually enjoy, getting to know them and hanging out with them. I mean, they're just super creative, really cool people, and there's not many people like that, that have the level of creativity and just level of chill, really. I can only imagine how things are working for a game studio like that, with the pressure and the demand, but they're relatively cool about everything,
Well, I know in the old days they used to say that they never really had a chance to sleep. A lot of sleepless nights
especially
to make those deadlines. I don't know if that's still the case. I don't know if things
went up like through the roof.
Yeah, never know, because when it's a bigger company, they may have rules like, hey, we don't want people spending too much time. It's without actually working there and without actually experiencing it, it's kind of difficult to say. We're still on the outside looking in.
Well, this is a fun fight because I got a Cassie Cage model in the game. Absolutely, yeah. She's a 3D character.
How do you think they did Cassie Cage? You think she's CG? I think the way they made her is similar to the way Nintendo and Rare did the Donkey Kong Country sprite, right? Like they rendered it in 3D and then exported it as sprite, so they're pre-rendered sprites. I mean, for the Super Nintendo port, yeah.
I think she.
How do you think she fits in with the rest of the 2D characters? Like, I'm looking at it and I think it's cool that they snuck her in there.
Well,
but to me, she just looks slightly out of place somehow.
Cassie, I don't.
Not to be overly critical or anything.
Moon, I think she's a character that I actually imported into the game. So there's characters I've actually imported. That's the cool thing you can do with Mugen, is you can actually import characters into the game. So that's my importation there. But I thought, you know what, it's got to be.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, it totally is.
Holy smokes. It is.
And this is a cool update to the Portal background.
Let's see. Who should my partner be, guys? I should probably... You know what? Here's a team you don't see every day. We'll get Johnny Cage teamed up with...
This is gonna suck.
Shao Kahn. Yep.
Yeah. Team up you never thought you'd see.
Holy smokes. I am getting lit. There we go. Yeah, having Shao Kahn as a teammate really helps. He's just so OP. Yeah, literally.
You could even say he's so boss.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys, you really know your MK trivia.
Yeah,
sometimes it's just a matter of seeing who types the right answer first.
Unfortunately, but we did make this bot, like, we took it, we made improvisions to it. We're still going to improvise on it and try to improve on it as much as we can, but I think we're pretty happy with how it turned out.
Oh, look at this, Shang Tsung's empty throne.
Yeah, that's weird.
So weird to see Shang Tsung's throne,
It
but
is.
him not sitting in it.
Since he's being played as, you know what I mean? Since his
But it's
character
cool.
is there. That's cool. Oh, we got MK Universe.
Hey!
That's awesome.
MK Dan is in the chat. Welcome. Yeah. Chris is.
Oh no.
With the
Kintaro
apostle.
and Shao Kahn doing battle.
I love it.
Nice. Just some of this is so fun to watch because you're just like, there's no way this would be a thing. Johnny Cage and Shao Kahn against Mataro and Kintaro. Yeah.
And I love how Motaro never really gets knocked down all the way. He's always just kind of
Yeah, like
Yeah.
right there. He's,
just off to the side.
oh, so close. Here we go, round 3.
Yeah, guys, there's actually a picture of me with the Lee May Booth Babe from 2002 Z3. That was, when I went there, that was my first E3 that I went to cover MK Deadly Alliance for Mortal Kombat Online, or as it was called then, MK5.org.
I'm gonna pick Liu Kang. Yeah.
Oh man, sometimes the winner of a trivia question is by half a second or less. Fractions of a second. Milliseconds even.
Holy. Oh man. This is so brutal. Alright.
You know, I'm just looking at the details in this game. Like when Liu Kang throws a fireball,
It does,
I see
yeah.
that it lights up his knee. Like his knee sprite actually kind of glows from it. Oh guys, you don't remember the MK Gold
Oh yeah,
canceled
was it,
character?
did they even make
Come on
the
now.
form in the game?
I'm not saying
Oh, yeah.
nothing. I don't want to accidentally spoil it.
Oh man.
Right. It's a trivia question. God, there was even a sound effect of this
Yeah, that's
character
crazy.
that somebody found on the game's disc, and they ripped it.
Oh, let's see. Who are we gonna pick? We'll get Jackson here.
You know, I like how you
Right.
adjusted the sensitivity of the bot
I
so
feel like
it's
it's more
not
fair.
too much of a stickler for the right
That's
spelling.
what I was going for.
Yeah. It was a good call.
Oh man. Jax is dead.
You know, watching people like Outworld when they play Mortal Kombat 2, especially in the revision he plays the most, which is 2.1, I always see him do this crazy combo with Raiden where he does like a teleport then a roundhouse. Then before the guy can recover from the roundhouse, he teleports back and does another one, and then teleports again and does another one, and infinitely combo.
I don't
Can you
think
do that?
so.
Can you pick
Because
Raiden
this
and do like
is,
that
a lot
infinite
more
roundhouse
balanced
teleport,
out.
roundhouse teleport
Like, you can't
combo
get away
here?
with a lot of that stuff in this
Yeah, that's too bad then. Because I see what you're doing. You're picking the bosses, hoping that that'll make it easier for you. But I don't think it's working out just quite yet, is it?
He's awful tough.
Yeah, man, give it a shot.
Oh. Oh, jeez. I'm in trouble. Oh, man. Here. Try again. Oh. It's just so hard because it's just so much craziness. The boss.
Yeah, it is a lot.
Yeah,
when you
well,
play
like,
games
the
like
mode
this, it's a
itself is
lot
fun, but when it
busier
gets
than
to
the
the
traditional
bosses, that's
Mortal
where it gets
Kombat arcade
ridiculous.
games, isn't it?
Like, these guys are insane. Let me see if I have somebody that might work out well. Let's try Baraka and Kintaro. Come on, Kintaro, you got it. There it is. Come on, get him, Kintaro, get him. No. There it is. Nice. We got it. I'm trying.
Nice work, dude. You know, people think that playing as a boss will make it easier, but in some way it adds additional challenges, doesn't it? It's a different style of play.
And they made everybody a lot more balanced out, so this game is like, you know, you can't pull the same tricks on the bosses that you could in the arcade. Oh boy, yeah.
Right. And the bosses are never balanced out. The bosses are always OP, aren't they?
Yep, they're difficult. I'll try Johnny Caging and Taro again. If I can have success with Baraka, I can... Oh, jeez. Oh boy, this hurts. Ow. Maximum damage. They have that in this game too, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know.
Very good addition.
Yeah, for Mortal Kombat
This
4,
game is
good
just
addition.
A lot of fun to play. If we
A lot
don't
of
win
good
this one, though,
throwbacks
I'm
in
gonna
here.
go back to singles. Doubles was fun. It was fun to show everybody what that's like if they've never seen it. Alright, let's go back to singles.
Outworld got that one. I bet you played a lot of MK4. I bet you remember that. You can just picture the announcer, right?
Yeah.
The
I
greatest
wonder,
warrior.
what does that mean?
O-W-F.
Yeah.
Just every
Is it
time you
just
play
a
MK4.
developer's initials, or...
What does it mean? Oh, that's a good question.
Interesting.
I don't know. I don't think we've ever asked. Yeah, that would be. That's a really good question.
Might... You know, but in the screen for MK4, they really promoted the WWF
Might be
game.
nothing. You know, it could be random.
Like, or was it MK3? It was MK3, right?
It was Ultimate MK3 for sure. It was probably more than just one game. I do remember that they had
Yeah,
they had
that was
hidden
for
messages
WaveNet,
like
right?
yes
Is that
via
what
the
I was
web
hinting
you
at?
can play too or something. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they were hinting at. That's right. They used the initial screen to sneak in a lot of hidden messages. In fact, one of the characters one of the initials that they had was the 3 letters was Ryu, R-Y-U.
Yeah.
Oh, I probably shouldn't have said anything. That could have been a good trivia question. But yeah, it's fun stuff, man. Fun stuff. The way they snuck in, like the initial screens weren't just random initials. At least not all of them. Some of them were. They were definitely giving hints and they were giving secret messages. The Doro. I love that. What is Goro's dad's name? Dad Doro.
Runner-up point or something. Favorite answer point or something.
Right?
See, like, I still don't know where all the, because there's so many different stage fatalities in this one. They've, like, added a bunch, so...
Right.
Ooh, Cranky was close.
Yeah, the 3D spinning soul cages, that's just incredible. You know, I remember one of those behind-the-scenes videos of Mortal Kombat 3 where they actually showed the guy, the 3D artist, rendering the soul cage, and they show it like huge. And then they kind of like make it smaller to where it's the same size it is in game. So that is not an asset that you'll find in real life. That is definitely something they whipped up in CG.
Now Shang Tsung's in the chair. That's just like so detailed with this game. Like, if Shang Tsung is being selected, if he's being played, that stage will load up with an empty Shang Tsung chair. Regardless if it's MK3 Shang Tsung or MK2 Shang Tsung. It's just so cool.
Yeah, they avoid the paradox, right? Like, in Mortal Kombat 2, Shao Kahn's in the background in his throne. But if Shao Kahn is fighting, then his throne is empty. I always thought that was such a cool detail, but like in Mortal Kombat 3, at least in Ultimate, when they got to Cyrax and they had him in the background in the desert, they didn't actually take the time to make him go away if one of the players selected Cyrax. So then as a result, you have the paradox where you have Cyrax in the battle and you have the other Cyrax in the background, and it was like, alright, they probably should have taken a little bit more time to just remove him. Yeah, and I really, going back to the adjustments that you made on the bot, I really like this now because
now
I felt bad earlier when people would say Harakiri, but they forgot the dash and it didn't give them credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The giveaway items that we're giving away tonight
is definitely a little bit more fair.
And an Injustice 2 hat. Those two giveaway items are still up for grabs. For anybody who can solve the combat code. And do you just want to, for maybe new people who join the stream, do you just want to explain the rules for the combat codes again, Tabnock? Because I know you've made some changes.
Right. Well, once trivia winds down, the first person, the winner, will get a chance to spin. And they have to, when you announce it, you know, when we announce it on the stream, the winner will type !spin.
Right.
And then at that point, they'll get the chance to pull the jackpot, right? And there's 3 boxes for the combat codes, and if they all line up, you win the prize of your choice. If you get 2 of them to match, but not the 3rd, then you'll get a free spin, so you get another chance to spin it. And if that's that, right? That's the end of your turn. And then the runner-up will then get the same deal.
There you go.
right? And if you win, if you get all 3 matches, you get the prize of your choice. You can pick whichever one you want.
Very well explained, Tabmine. But yeah, so if you guys are watching on Facebook, jump into the Twitch TV so that way you can get a chance.
Thank you very much.
To join in and play the trivia bot and win, because we're still got the trivia bot up for a little while. But
well, Uncle Cranky is so far ahead. I don't think anybody can touch him at this point.
Oh wow, who's second?
Uncle Cranky is at 38.
Okay.
Lone Wolf Productions is, I believe, in second, although I cannot see his score at the moment. You know, I never know
like some of the
which of these
that we
questions
asked
are going to be
before,
well
like,
known and which one of these are going to be like, oh, never heard of that.
Like we asked them at Kombat Con when I actually first met you, and people were just like, nobody knew. Like, what? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, both people learn though, right? If any of the same questions get asked again. Oh no, what is this? I think I preloaded in the wrong answer. Yeah, it was not supposed to say Sindel. Yeah, that was my bad. Sindel was not called Sindel. Oops.
Right. That's a.
But
no, we should leave it in
to be
there.
fair,
It's a trick question. We should have
nobody
some
had the
questions
right
that are
answer.
that are just trick questions, just to keep everybody on their toes.
I'm going to fix it by the next time we do this trivia. Really. It won't make a difference as far as who's in first, who's in second, who's in third. It won't affect the order or the rankings or anything like that. So it's not like we need to make any manual adjustments here, but it's something to think about fixing for the future.
That actually, I don't believe there are.
So, Fatal Cade, tell us about this Mugen game. Are there
Which
endings?
is kind of a bummer. I wish there were. I think that when I read on the update page for this that they wanted to put endings in, like that's something they're going to try to do eventually. No, that's a lot of work. And speaking of fan-made games,
yeah,
right?
It's not easy to actually do
we're going to
those.
try to be getting on next week. Am I allowed to talk about it? Maybe, kind of. We're going to try to get Paul, who is responsible for Mortal Kombat 2 Plus, on next week.
Yeah, of
Paul
course.
is going to hook us up with a never-before-release version of MK2 Plus. That's kind of the idea, to get like a super up-to-date version that hasn't been uploaded yet, so everybody can see it and check it out, and Paul can kind of explain everything that's going on, which is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a big treat for people who have backed that. MK2 Plus, I believe it's MortalKombatPlus.com. Great project, and it's not a Mugen game. It's an actual edit of the arcade version. So you can actually load it into an arcade, make the ROMs for it, and put it into an arcade board, and it'll work. How cool is that?
Yeah, that's what I think is great, because these fans who come up with their own versions of the game, some of them use a free engine like Mugen. Some of them do like a ROM hack, right? They like edit the ROM files themselves of the arcade game, so you play a modified version of the arcade. Both of them are different and unique ways to go.
Absolutely.
So I just think it's great that we do both here. Yeah, we play the official games, we play the fan edits, we play the ROM edits, we play just about anything, man. And the more Mortal Kombat, the better. Which reminds me, did you see the news that
Really?
they have announced that internet gaming disorder is now officially recognized as a psychological disorder? Yeah, I saw that. That was
man.
trending
Like, nowadays, there's
on
so many
Twitter. It was like at 12,000 shares.
You know what I mean? Like, everything's a disorder. I don't know. I don't know. What's your opinion? Because you're pretty intelligent with this stuff. You have really good viewpoints.
Well, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I'll tell you in a second. I'm just answering a
Of course.
question in the chat here. Look, anything fun is going to be addicting, right? Anything that's fun to do, you're going to want to do it more. So of course, no one can argue that video games aren't addictive. And some people have addictive personalities, right? Like some people just get carried away with things. They take it too far sometimes. Like, I know what you're saying. Like, yeah, it just seems like everything is a disorder, and it's like, yeah, I don't want to just hang my hat on a label and say, oh, well, I dropped out of school, I got fired from my job, I stopped keeping up with my rent payments,
That's
and it's because I was too busy playing video games. But I have a disorder, so it's not my fault. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get it. That's a valid concern. But I think we have to admit that, like, when you hear about this guy in South Korea that plays nonstop for like 56 hours, and he doesn't stop to go to the bathroom, and he doesn't stop to eat, and eventually he like dies in an internet cafe because he was just so addicted to playing. Like, yeah, it is a psychological problem at some point, right? It's always a challenge trying to figure out the balance between these two points of views, because they're both, I think they both have some validity to them. You know, it's not like a few months ago where the big craze was, oh, there's some violent acts going on and violent video games are to blame. You know, the science. Thank you. Yes, and Total MK contributed to that. MK Universe contributed to that. We had a nice chat about it. And, you know, the science just doesn't back up those claims at all. People who see violence and then say, yes, it must have been caused by the violent video games. No cause and effect relationship has ever been established, and I'd say it never will be. It cannot be established. You know, the data actually kind of shows the opposite. Like, they said 20% of violent shooters play violent video games, which is like a funny way of saying 80% of them don't. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things where the science doesn't back up those claims. But as far as like they're addicting, like video game addiction disorder is now recognized, it's like, yeah, and we kind of knew that was coming. Like anybody who's in the psych industry, anybody who's got a psych degree, who, especially recently, who's been following since at least the DSM-5, the DSM is the Diagnostic of Statistical and Mental Disorders. It's in its 5th revision. Yeah, you'll see near the end, there's a section called Disorders for Further Study, and internet gaming addiction was listed there. So we kind of knew that this is something they're looking at, and they may classify it as a real disorder. Now they've gotten there. So this wasn't really a surprise for anybody who knew what to look for, you know what I mean? But it's just, yeah, it's just the latest.
I mean, some people take everything to another level. Oh, see what I did there, pun? Another level. Oh, I'm not quite as good as you with the puns, but I'm getting there.
Yep, got it.
I leveled up.
That was.
Oh man.
You leveled up.
Garo is.
So I love this Johnny Cage versus Goro stuff.
Yes.
You know, and I would say those are $500 sunglasses, asshole. Except he's still got his sunglasses on in this version.
Of course.
Well, then of course he'll say the line.
There we go.
You know, it's kind of cool that the MK Trilogy version of Johnny Cage, portrayed by Chris Alexander, and the Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 version of Johnny Cage, portrayed by Daniel Facina. Those two actors actually got a chance to meet each other at Kombat last year. It was a cage match.
Oh man, I'm in trouble here.
So MK Dan is talking about the special move from Goro, where he does the spin.
Oh, that's so cool.
How do you think they put that into this game? Like, I'll give you my top 2 choices. Yeah, it is. Well, look, they either took his MK Trilogy sprites, right, and they upscaled them to fit the Mortal Kombat 1 size.
Yeah.
Or they took sprites out of that were in the game but unused.
I think they took sprites that were in the game that weren't used.
And for the life of me, I don't know which one they did. What do you think?
I think it was in the game for sure. Yeah, I think actually, if I remember correctly, that was actually.
But for that particular move, you think it was probably?
But I think it was on cutting room floor.
No, you're probably right because it looks sharp. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like they took a smaller sprite and then upscaled it.
Oh yeah.
So I watch with bated breath as you fight the Emperor of Outworld. And I want to know if there's endings in this game. Like that's my favorite part about Mortal Kombat is the lore. Well, actually, I love all of it, but the lore is one of my favorite things. So I really want to see if there's an ending here.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, and I think when you get to that, we gotta do the trivia prize. It's time to announce the winners, right?
Oh.
I'm gonna see if I can figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't work for me. Only you can control the bot.
How the rundown went up. Oh. Yeah, I think you might be accurate there.
Yeah, but I think I know who our top 2 winners are.
Jeez Louise. Oh, nice.
Headlocked Gaming is giving us tips on the Mugen versions of Mortal Kombat. I love it. There's one called Mortal Kombat Introspection, so maybe Fatal Cage, that's something that we can try for a future stream. What do you think?
That made us a lot of, I think it's a reason MK Online was a big hit back in the day, right? Not just because it was the most trusted news source, but...
Right. Not just because of that. I think we definitely attracted a lot of talented people to the site, though, because of that. You know, I think one hand sort of feeds the other, as the expression goes. But I think that there were so many talented people who work for the site. You know what I mean? Like, look at some of the skills that people on the site bring to the table. First of all, you and Twitch. You are just a master at all these hidden Twitch settings. You know how to do emotes. You know how to do I know all the terminology for it. That's kind of your thing. You know how to set it up so that you have the right overlays and you can make it look Mortal Kombat-like, but also integrate it with Discord. Like, you just did all these crazy things in the trivia, right? Like, nobody knows how to do half of these things. And you came on board and you immediately get all this cool stuff going on. Then there's people, I think I mentioned this already earlier, but like people like Dark Bishop, who is just a computer genius. He's always doing things like backing up the server and upgrading and migrating and keeping up with the latest security patch.
Right.
Well, you know what? That's probably true in reverse too, because like everybody specializes. You know what I mean? Everybody has their specialty. Everybody has the thing that they're really, really good at. It's almost like a team, like a superhero team, where everybody has their superpower. You know, like your superpower is Twitch, and his superpower is all that other stuff involving mostly hardware. I want to say, but then like there's CC Shadow, who not only is he a competent programmer, he like invented his own language for Mortal Kombat Online. Like, I don't know if people realize that, but like CDS is a programming language that he invented himself so that he could code the site in it. Like, how many Mortal Kombat fans do you know just make up their own programming language and then run with it? Like, that's the idea of doing that. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Is that your best?
You know, and I do a lot of miscellaneous things for the site, but I would say that my #1 contribution is just my knowledge of Mortal Kombat in general. Like, that's the thing that most people will recognize about me, was just the random trivia that I know about Mortal Kombat. That's kind of why I'm doing the trivia here, too, for this stream. But right now, I just want to see, like, and I do a lot of other things. Like, I'm pretty good at discovering some glitches. You know, I'm pretty good at recognizing fonts, and you know, I've found like a lot of fonts the Mortal Kombat games have used, which are pretty obscure stuff. Like, I tracked down the Animality font from MK3. There's like an actual font that's typed in. Yeah, and you just put like a leopard texture on it, and boom, you've got the Animality letters. It's crazy. I do fun stuff like that too, but that's my main claim to fame is the Mortal Kombat stuff. And I should also mention that CC Shadow is like an extremely fast typist. Yeah, crazy. we were on computers like side by side. He types like 150 words a minute or something absolutely insane like that. Yeah, I think one of his last keyboards broke. It was smoking from how fast he was typing. Like, smoke was actually coming. Yeah, right. Like he's just typing that fast, it starts an electrical fire. So you know, he has to like be very careful about what kind of keyboard he buys. So I'm serious, man. There's just so much talent behind the site, and then in the community, you know, they all come to Mortal Kombat Online, and there's really talented musicians and artists like that, like the users who come and make their own contributions. People who make fake pics, people who can rip the sprites, people who can do crazy stuff in Photoshop, and it's just amazing what people are able to do. You know, now a big thing. It wasn't big when the site started, but it's since emerged, right? Like the cosplay community, that's a thing too.
Trying to win here,
right? We see a lot of that going on at Kombat. I'm
just trying to beat the game, and it's like.
Yeah, you're just trying to beat the game right now.
That's a good idea. That would, but then I don't know.
What if next time you pick Shao Kahn as your character?
And see if
Did that work?
I don't think they do, if I remember properly.
Well, we don't know if anybody has
Shao
an
Kahn,
anything,
like
right?
the hard part here is like, you know, in MK3 and MK2, there's like a pattern with how you can get around Shao Kahn. You know what I mean? And here, it's like it doesn't work that way at all. It's like.
Right, the AI is completely different in a game like this, which is funny because for MK2 Plus and for some of these kinds of games that are hacks of the ROMs, they basically do start from the exact same AI as the official arcade games, and then they just run their own tweaks on it afterwards. Right, like I remember he was explaining to me. I think this was Paul, and you know, maybe we'll chat with him and I can double check next week. But I think he realized that there is a pattern that the computer will always fall for when the computer is Kung Lao and you're Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat 2, and you do the triple flaming skull, and Kung Lao will always like teleport right into it, and then get hit by all three. Like, that is gone. He just got rid of that right there. Oh, look at that! See the special moves.
Yeah, cool. I can't. There's no cheap way to beat him. You just have to be patient, I think.
I think that's right. I think you have to be patient. You just have to keep doing it, and eventually you'll get there.
Yeah. Oh, why did I miss that?
Just by dumb luck, if nothing else.
This is getting tense.
Don't make me laugh.
It happened.
There we go. Got one.
You suck. Johnny Cage.
Nice. Do it again.
You weak.
There we go. Just beat it. Whew. I know.
Nice.
Oh, the victory screen looks so much cooler.
I'm on a little bit of a delay, so I will
We'll
find
see.
out in a second. Is there an ending? Do you get an ending?
dope. Yeah, it's dark and it looks so good.
Oh man, the way the souls fly out of him, so
Nope,
smooth
no ending.
now.
Just goes
Wow.
to cast of characters. Now we know, no endings. Hopefully they add that eventually. If he's watching,
Okay.
the creator, if
Well,
he ever
now
watches
we
this,
know.
please put endings in for the characters and make them unique and cool, right? And maybe you can even enlist you, Justin, to go and type those things up. It's awesome.
Well, I don't know. Maybe.
And I like how they add the new ones in here too, which is cool.
I like how they give credit to all the characters, though. Yeah,
And
like it's
Hydro.
still cool to see Tony Marquez as Fujin, you know, or Leah Montalongo as Serena. Like
Yeah.
they really went.
This was just so much fun.
They went out of their way to make sure that all the proper actors got credit.
Right.
So since this is an Mugen thing, how easy is it for you to run this on
I'm
something
sure you
besides a
could.
PC?
I'm sure
Like,
you
could you get this
could find a way
working
to
on
get
an
it working
Xbox or on an Android phone or
Xbox
anything
or
like
on,
this?
A phone. I'd actually like to, and I know people already actually do this. I'd like to put this in one of my Mortal Kombat arcade cabinets. I'd love to do that. I'd love to like see this like maybe put into an actual ROM.
Oh yeah,
You
I know people do
and then
that
just
stuff.
put the ROM into the board, the physical arcade board, and do it. I know that probably wouldn't be able to be done, but yeah, it'd be nice. Because then I wouldn't have to buy a third
That's
computer
not
and
possible at all. There's no way. But yeah, I know. You can say what you'd like to see.
Well, actually, since I do have that, I actually have two
Yeah,
computers.
no, that's what you'd
so
have to
the other
do, is
one I
build a
actually
MAME
don't
cabinet
use
or you know,
anymore
load
because
something
I've
on it that's
upgraded the
not
RAM on
MAME.
this one, so maybe I could just throw this into one of the cabinets and do that. There you go. Yes, we were gonna
Hey,
go
there
ahead.
you go. Let's do it.
Yes, we're gonna go ahead and
All right.
select
So listen,
our
we
winners
said
here. Let's
after
see
you had
who
a
they
chance to
were.
beat the game, wrap up.
So let's take a look here. We're gonna go ahead and get the combat codes loaded up.
Now I see, unfortunately, that Uncle Cranky and Lone Wolf Productions are not signed into their MP Online accounts. I know
Right.
Lone Wolf has one. He was post of the week. I don't know if
Yeah,
Uncle
so
Cranky
let's
has one,
see.
but that's okay. You don't have to have one.
That's
to
something we
participate
definitely
in
do want you
trivia.
guys to do, though.
So
is
everybody will get one spin
MortalKombat.online.com,
then, right?
For sure. So everyone's definitely going to get a spin. And let's see what we've got. And I'm just going to double check this here through the bot. So it does look like it was Lone Wolf at 29. And let's see. Lone Wolf at 29 and Uncle Cranky at 43.
Wait a
Uncle
minute.
Cranky is the #1 guy tonight.
There we go.
He's on fire
Okay, so
with these
Uncle
trivia
Cranky
questions. 43?
is the #1 player.
We're gonna have to think of some tougher questions, man. We're gonna have to get like hardcore. For sure.
Yeah, so, Uncle Cranky, you have got to go
Right,
and
so we
type
need Uncle Cranky to go ahead
exclamation
and
mark
type
spin
exclamation
in the chat
point spin.
in order to
Do it
trigger
right
the
now so you can
jackpot
get in
pull.
there and get this party started. Uncle Cranky, the #1 guy. Again, we're giving away, oh, if I can get it here, a signed Raiden hat bought in the same store that the original MK1 costumes were purchased out of in Chicago, autographed by the voice actor Richard Epcar, the voice of Raiden. So definitely a nice prize. Do not provoke a god. So definitely a nice prize for somebody to
Do not
win.
provoke a god.
We're just waiting on Uncle Cranky, if he is still around. Oh, there he is. He just spun. There's a little lag, but there we go.
He may have stepped away when MK Trivia
He
ends.
didn't get it.
No, there he is. He just
He was
spun.
not able to get it. So now we need Lone Wolf.
Let's
right,
see what
to
happens.
Take a spin.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead and
Yes,
tag
Lone
in
Wolf,
here.
you are up, and I'm gonna tag him just in case
The pressure is
that
on
makes
him.
him see it.
Here we go. He's got to type exclamation point spin to win. Well, oh, there he goes. Let's see.
All right, so once Lone Wolf
Oh,
spins,
no,
we'll see if
nobody
the
won
prize could be
tonight.
his.
It's really hard to do. It's not easy to break the ultimate
All right.
combat code.
Start to spin.
Shout outs to those guys. But we did have one winner so far on our very first ever stream. It's not easy. Not easy. Absolutely.
It's easy to break patterns, but it's not easy to break the combat
So-
code, right?
But speaking of our last
Right, as
combat
Boone
code,
said,
and
they
combat
can break
code
the
winner so
pattern,
far
no
is
problem.
Stranabu, hanging out there
Yes, that's doable.
on the Code Champions leaderboard. Totally cool. So definitely was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I think we're about ready to go ahead and wrap up the stream. Is that about accurate here? It is, but it's been a lot of fun, and
yeah,
we're
I
gonna do
guess
this
it's
a
time to
lot
call it
more.
a night,
We're
you
gonna
know,
try to
as
hit our
Shakespeare
affiliate
said,
goals, so you will be seeing us
Parting
pop
is
up
such sweet
a little more
sorrow.
frequently because we're gonna be pushing hard to hit that affiliate goal. Thank you so much for following us on Twitch. That alone has gotten us to one of the hardest goals. Also, staying around viewing us, that has gotten us to the 2 hardest goals of the 4 that we have to meet for affiliate. The rest is just days streamed and time streamed. So we're going to be doing longer streams, talking about really interesting stuff, and working really hard to give you guys some fun entertainment. And we're going to keep changing the time zones to give everybody a chance to see us live and win these giveaways. So we're going to do, like tonight was a late night stream. The other day we did it during the middle of the day. So we're going to keep things fresh and keep things going. Again, follow us on MK_online on Twitter.com to make sure that you stay up to date with us on Twitter, as well as join our website at MortalKombatOnline.com. Make an MKO account and subscribe to that site. Definitely some cool things coming, and we will look forward to seeing you soon. On behalf of that guy up there joining us from the portal stage and myself, Fatal Cade, and Tavmach99, we're going to head out and see you guys for the next one. Take care.
Hey guys, I just wanted to say thank you for being a part of this stream. And if you contributed any of the goodies, like the T-Rex toy, the dragon ring, the firefighter badge, like guys, thank you so much for finding this stuff. Even if I don't end up getting a hold of some of that stuff, it just means a lot to me that we're all on the same page here and that we share this hobby
It's like
and that we've
it's like a
taken our
virtual
love of
Mortal
this
Kombat
hobby in
tour.
so many different directions. But this is a fun one. This is like a kind of a fun adventure that we can all do together. And oh my gosh, yes it is.
Take care, guys.
Yes it is. So guys, it's been a blast. Thank you very much for being here, and we can't wait to see you again on the next stream. Take it easy.